So hey everyone, and welcome to the channel as always. My name is Rich Charpentier. I'm the channel host, and I'm glad to have you stop by here. So I almost did this one as a live stream today, but I decided to go ahead and actually do a recorded version so that if I need to edit, I can edit. So normally here on channel, we're talking about drones, building our small drone businesses, the tools we use in building our small drone businesses, and specifically for me, we're doing a lot of construction progression reporting. Just so you know, we do also have an online set of classes over at teachable.com. It's AZDrone at teachable.com. We also do have a Patreon channel as well, and that's what we're talking about today. I wanted to share something. I had a question from one of my patrons recently who's building their small drone business, and it's turning into more than just a small drone business. Same thing with ours. So one thing is we've been doing a lot of 360s, both with drones and on the ground as well. And recently, one of my patrons had asked a question about something I'd been thinking about for a while, which is doing 360-degree images inside a building that's under construction so that you can show off all the things inside the building, like where the power conduits are, where the piping is going, where the incoming water is going, where the outgoing water is going. Normally, when you have a new house built and the house is all sealed up, you don't see any of that. It's closed away, it's hidden. And maybe down the road someday, you're gonna need to know when you've got some kind of leak going on in one of your rooms, you know, what's running through there. So I was asked the question by a patron, hey, have you ever done this for a client? And interestingly enough, we've got multiple construction projects going on right now. So we're doing a lot of documentation for clients. And one of the buildings that we're documenting is at a point where the exterior is all closed up and the interior is still exposed, but in a couple days they're going to be drywalling everything, so you're not going to see it anymore. So we took the opportunity over the weekend to pop by that new residence that's still under construction, and we went in with the Theta Z1. So we also did bring the 7D along with us as well, with a Nodal Ninja pano head. And we made the decision after we took a quick look around and walkthrough to use the Theta Z1 to do the documentation. So the Ricoh Theta Z1 is a handy 360 camera for sure. You can do some great things with it. You can make HDR DNGs with it. You can really, really edit when it comes to the Z1. You can also do quicker 360 shots too. So my big question for myself this weekend was, hey, what if we just use the regular HDR mode and use our monopod? What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag an image over here. So what you see on screen here, this is Affinity Photo. This is a newer tool for me. I purchased it last November, and it has one main feature that really catches my attention, and that is the fact that we can go up to layer, we can jump down to live projection, and we can do an equirectangular projection, which means we can look at it in a 360 view. So, okay, here's the situation. We have some major lighting challenges in here. There's no lights in the house. We didn't bring any portable strobes. We don't have anything like lume cubes with us. So the big question is, how can you document an interior like this? You can see that it looks darker through the windows. We're seeing through the home entrance and out to the north, looking at some very beautiful views. But we've got some extreme brights, we've got some extreme darks. How does the Z1 handle it? Does it handle it? Should we break out the 7D? The Z1 did an awesome job. So before we go inside here, so to Mark H's question on the Patreon channel, yeah, you can do this. I ran this concept by one of the realtors that we're working with and the builder they're working with, and they're very excited about this, and they actually wanted this done too. So we're just taking a look around. As you can see, the exterior is not completed yet. We still have tiles up on the roof that need to be installed. We've got a 2-car garage over here. We've got a strange separate private room over here that doesn't connect to the rest of the house, but looks like it connects to the rest of the house. We actually see that as we go through here. So yes, construction is still ongoing here, but I wanted to just show you, we're out there maybe 10:30 or 11 in the morning, so we do have those extreme brights, extreme darks. We can actually take a look down. I have not edited anything out yet, so this is all right out of the camera, no edits, no changes, no nothing. But there we go. Some major lighting challenges. I'm gonna go ahead and close that particular one. And we're going to go to where we started. We started in the northwest corner of the building. So our focus on this was, can we see the conduits? Can we see the piping? Do we see where the outlets are going? And would this be good documentation for the builder? Subcontractors, maybe the people who did the duct work, maybe the people who did the electrical work, maybe the people who did the water work. Hey, you know, there's a lot of hands in this when you're building a new home, of course. Usually your contractors take care of the overarching thing, but if they've got subcontractors on site, those subcontractors might be able to utilize this as well. So what I'm going to do is go on up to layer again. We're going to jump on down to live projection, and we're going to do that equirectangular again. So here we are kind of facing to the north, actually. So there's two little windows here, and we're just going to move around really quick. You can actually, this is so well detailed that I can actually read the writing on the walls and the writing on the ground. Once again, we are not using any additional lighting, so we're in an unlit home that has a lot of ambient light coming into it. It actually looked a little darker to me while we were in there, but we used the automatic HDR mode on the Theta Z1. So we did this strictly as JPEGs. We didn't do anything raw here, because one of the things when we're going through these is how to incorporate this into one of our construction progression packages. So one thing is, with the size of this house, this is a massive house. Coming in and doing the digital SLR is, of course, going to give us the highest quality images. And maybe we're going to be doing DSLR HDRs in order to get the most out of it. But if you're under a time constraint and you've got a budget and a package that you're doing for a client, my big question myself was, would the Z1 be able to do this for us to help minimize time and minimize the cost of the client? Yes, this totally minimized my time. And now we can offer it at a more reasonable rate than had we gone through with the 7D. The 7D is going to take more time on location and in post-processing as well. This has done such an excellent job. So I'm just moving around in here again, and we're once again in the northwest corner. But if we take a look up here, we can see the duct work. We can see where conduit and cables running through. We can see our power drops over here. And let's actually tilt this down. I don't know what this is. There's my monopod right there, but we've got some wire, green wire, coming out of the floor through a little conduit there as well. And I'm not even zooming into this yet, folks. So did the Z1 give me some detail? Let's zoom in here. RG-660, yeah, I can read that, okay. There's also writing on the floors, notations made by the contractors. So who knows what those are about, but now we can pull this back. So here we go. I'm just opening it back up to field of view of about 75%. So let's go ahead and close this one. We're not building the tour right now. Actually, Jody is building the tour. So she's next room over, and she's actually going to be building a tour through. In the end, we took 27 images in this building. This building is huge. I've had comments from folks on my Patreon channel and on the regular YouTube channel who've noted some of the flights that we've done for this particular property, and they've all been blown away by the size of the property. I've been blown away too. It's an amazing, and it's a beautiful looking home. So let's go ahead and pop this one on equirectangular. So looking over there, we've got MC 36-inch symbol, I think, and then we've got an RBF. Maybe I could zoom in on this as well. And once again, we're not showing you how to do this today. This is answering the question. So is this possible? And is this useful to the builders? Is this useful to the buyers? Is this useful for the brokers? And what I can tell you is the real estate agent that I'm working with is already thrilled to pieces and excited about this. So he's looking forward to seeing the final generation of this. And the builder that he's working with is also very interested in seeing this. So we've zoomed right in here. So we've got RBC, maybe 3 bays. What I'm trying to get at here is, yes, we can absolutely make out some detail in here, even though we're using a little camera like the Theta Z1. Let's, by the way, we've moved the office around and we've changed our recording format here. We took the green screen off, but so that makes it easier for me to reach around to all of my little gear here. But just so here we go, folks. I mean, here's the Theta Z1. nice small streamlined package. We also do have a monopod for that. We've got one of the Bushman monopods. And so we went through this building much faster than we would have with the Canon 7D and with the Nodal Ninja Pano Head. Still, it has its place as well, but this is going to accomplish the job. And we can even see into the next area, we definitely have water coming in here. We've got the hot and cold piping right there in the wall. And when we move around, we actually get to see more of it. We're not going to go through every one of these. We did, in fact, shoot 26 frames. We only had one bad one that had some distortion going on with it. Fortunately, the other 2 frames that we had still cover the area. So once again, as I said, we're not going to go through all of these, but I wanted to share this with you so that you could start thinking about incorporating something like this in your business as well. Like I said, the agent that we're dealing with thinks this would be of great value to the builders that he works with. And one of the builders, the builder responsible for this particular location, was very interested in this concept as well. So now we've moved over to the next one. So we've moved down from the original rooms there. So there's that water there. I'm probably figuring maybe that's going to be drainage heading out of the room. But you know, I've never worked in construction previously, unless you look into cell towers and stuff. But I'm always the network engineer side. So what they're doing, what they're piping, I don't know all those things, but I'm sure they do. Check out the duct work here, so you can actually get right up into that. So let's go ahead, zoom on in, look at the quality of this. So once again, I'm using Affinity Photo right now. We're going to be uploading this to Kula and making a full walkthrough. But talk about detail in here. And I'm not seeing a lot of loss. I'm not seeing a lot of grain, which really surprised me. Because when you're working in dark rooms and you're having to pump the ISO up and things, that's when you're going to start getting noise and pixelation. This is not doing that to me. So let's go ahead and pull that field of view back out here. Let's go all the way to 90 instead of 75. And so as you can see, we are really documenting. You can see we've got an outlet or a switch right there. So this is going to give them some great ideas. We're waiting on getting the floor plan back from the agent, and we will we'll be actually incorporating a little map in the Kula presentation as well. Now I'm just looking for another one here for you, because I just want to show you how cool this building actually is. So all right, that's still in that third. So probably, there we go. This is going to be a good one for you here. Let's pop this one on in. So this is the main room. I think this is the living room area and the kitchen area. And let's go ahead, take a look at this. But hopefully this is giving you some ideas here that, yes, as a matter of fact, we can go in, capture interiors before they're closed up, and we've got a tool like the Z1 where it is not leaving us, lost in the shadows. Of course, looking out the front and rear door areas, it didn't do the greatest job in the world of darkening up what's out those bright windows, but think about how dark it really is in here, and you'll say to yourself that this did an amazing job. Definitely going to have a nice little fireplace area here. We've got just a couple of cables in this area. You can see some of them run through the walls over here as well, and a little bit of ducting up top. So in the end, we were on site for less than 45 minutes because we all had a couple other things to do over there too, thinking about doing a flight for them. But in the end, this minimized time on site using the Theta Z1 and got us a high enough level of quality that anybody looking at this can say, yeah, there are the conduits, there is the ducting, there is the water drainage and the incoming water as well. As we got further along, let's get over to where most of their main power and things is coming in from. Just pop that. Yeah, there we go. So on the eastern side of the building, let's bring this in here and let's take a look, shall we? All right, equirectangular projection. I think we've got some power coming in here. We also had noted the giant breaker box right over in here. So here's where all the power is coming into on the east side of the home. There's a lot of the ductwork in here as well, and a lot of different cable runs. But so in the end, this could be a good reference to the homeowner afterward when the home is delivered to them. This could be part of the closeout package, because you know, you get all that documentation when you buy a house, and when you're getting all the new furnishings and when you're getting all the new appliances. Something like this can be wrapped into the overall deliverable package from the construction group to the buyer as well. Or this could also be something done from the real estate agent who's helping out and dealing with finding builders for people who are looking to build in the area. But once again, as you can see, let's go ahead. I'm just going to bring that field of view out to 90. So we can see another one of the rooms right over in here. We've got some piping in here, more ductwork coming down, hanging down, so it hasn't been cut yet, most likely. And then just rotating around, we can also see, you know, more of the water junctions and things in here. But so in the end, the homeowners will be seeing this as well. They've been seeing the progression videos we've already been doing for them, and they've been pretty excited about those. So I'm looking forward to seeing what their reactions are with this stuff as well. Once again, don't save. Let's go back down, and we're just going to grab one more exterior for you here really quick. So I had stepped away a little further away from this one. Like I said, we have done 0 editing so far on this, okay? Editing is now occurring, so Jody will be getting things ready and then getting them onto Kula.co. So if you pop by our Kula site, you'll probably be able to see some of this later. But I just wanted to come out. So we had started on the left-hand side of the building, and so I'm calling that the northwest corner. But this gives you an idea of the home. So then you saw that walk-in entry area, and then all of the power and the water and everything was actually coming in near this room right here. You'll also notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4 garage bays and 5, 6. So I'm wondering if these are vintage car collectors or something to have that many of those there. But they must be some kind of gearhead most likely. So it'll be interesting to see it when it's complete and when they're moved in, and hopefully we'll be able to go through and do a shoot. So in answer to Mark H's question on Patreon, absolutely you can get into one of these construction sites that you're working on, and you can document the interior before the walls are closed up. And this might be of use to your builders and your agents and your buyers. So I would definitely run it by them. And if you need more information, Mark, let me know, because I'd be happy to share our final presentation of this with you so that you can run it by some of your customers. So it was a brilliant question. It was something that popped into my mind months ago. I kind of let it slide because I've got so many other projects going on. But then when the realtor here asked me about the opportunities with this, and Mark's question, it was a no-brainer. Let's go in, because this could be another service that we provide while we're doing the rest of the construction progression. I hope you had fun touring around this epic house as well. This is an amazing place. And actually, before we wrap this up, let me close up Affinity Photo here really quick for you. Don't save. All right, let's go over to the BenQ. Let's go to clients and Chad stuff. And okay, that's the full project there. And let me see, what am I missing? Web ready. And let's see here. Is this the one? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I think I've popped this up elsewhere as well. Whoops. I forgot I had audio on there. So this one's actually being assembled on behalf of the real estate agent who is working with these buyers. And so we've popped up his little information for him real quick on this. So there's a lot of opportunities for customization and styling this stuff for your clients, depending on who's asking you to do it. But so I just wanted you to see this fly through, because I've had so many people comment, wow, this place is huge and it's amazing. You are totally, absolutely spot on. I mean, this is a pretty incredible build site. This is one of the biggest single families that we have done. You know, we've done the multifamily residentials before, the condos and the high-end apartment complexes. But this one just has to be, without a doubt, one of the biggest ones that we've covered so far. So we've also been doing the construction progression web pages for those clients as well. You can look back into some of my previous videos here on channel to see some of our construction progression stuff. My apologies for the car revving outside of the window. It happens sometimes. All right, everybody, with that little video shown, I'm going to go ahead and ramp this up. But so, Mark, there's an answer to your questions. And as you could see, using the Theta Z1, I think it really did an awesome job for us. Didn't fall down on the job at all, and allowed us to document. Good grief, I've even got the windows closed, and it's still that loud. We still were able to document those interiors and what's going inside of those walls. So let me know if you need any more information on this. Anyone who's watched this video today, if you have questions about it, please feel free to ask. Also, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe down below. And if you'd like to see more of our private content and Zoom meetups that we do on our Patreon channel, pop on by patreon.com/richcharpentier. It's also down in the show notes below, so it's one click away if you would like to help support this channel and also get some additional information that we don't post here on YouTube. All right, everyone, have an awesome week. By the way, this is supposed to be my vacation week. Later on in the week, I will talk about how the vacation is not the vacation we were looking for, but that'll be in another video. All right, everyone, have an awesome start to the week. We'll see you again really soon.